too. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate? Okay, first off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Except these have no sign of human presence. Those spaces remind me of... People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom. So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh? Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those spaces kept disappearing before my... Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zero's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival.
The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question.
Now that I think about it, they say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
So you noticed. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Could...
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have. You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, have you heard the saying, "Don't wake a sleepwalker"? Likewise, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into air. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already... Secondly, you're probably that's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And so whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they...
Never mind, Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest.
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Can humans really keep dreaming?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with.
People's lives are at stake.
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday?
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time. No matter... Traveler, do you have any...
Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth... Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on...
Celebrate the birth of... Deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival Samsara...
How can the sages of the
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh,
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Hey, what's wrong, Nahida?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about...
She's actually something like a puppet, but the real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer... So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream.
But personality...
Puppets are stiff. You know, speaking of which...
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness.
Yes. Back then, her family was over. I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the Sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but...
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh?
Well, if this is someone... Which means, with the power of
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you. However, if you're the dream's host, and you the dream will respond in But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. Now find some way to
How are we going to And even if we did, but after all, like you...
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
She was such a good person. Yeah. Saving but Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host? Huh. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Let's go ask him.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine.
An experiment?
Could you make a wish?
You want me to make a...
Less questions, Mark!
Okay. My wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she just doesn't seem like... I've also wondered if the reason she asked...
So, you...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, what she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just... Okay, yeah, that was a bit... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eye. Oh! You're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only what? Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows...
My lady.
That sounds like Dia! Oh... Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some...
Come Gather!
Coward!
Try to keep up!
Law of the jungle!
You won this one.
I'll be back.
Stabilize!
Law of the jungle! I'll be back.
I'll take my leave.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Didn't you? Oh, and remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the she said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying yeah, even... This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission. Hey! The windows are unlocked! Okay. Paimon's gonna take a peek inside. This was only a temporary residence. Should we open it? Wow. Even though she was old, she must have wanted to give if we hadn't found this book. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.